Elly. Today I'm going to read you a story called Little Mo's Christmas Gift. Are you ready to listen? Okay, I'm going to read you the story. Little Mo's Christmas Gift. It was going to be the best Christmas ever. Little Mo had found the perfect gift for Mama. It was the biggest, the best, the most beautiful mushroom he had ever seen. Little Mo leaped out the burrow and scurried off the snow. There was his lovely mushrooms standing proudly above the rest. It was the biggest, the most beautiful, and definitely the best of the bunch. I think he missed this mushroom. Little Mo scampered over in delight and tugged, but the mushroom was stuck firm. Little Mo scurried around the back and pushed, but the mushroom would not budge. Little Mo ran to the side and pulled it up as all his little Mo might, until at last the mushroom creaked and cracked and toppled up to the ground. Little Mo clapped his paws in delight. Mama would be so surprised and pleased with Little Mo's big gift. Little Mo got hold of the mushroom and began to drag it through the snow. But all of a sudden, he heard someone crying. Who was that? Little Squirrel was curled in a ball, holding her tummy with her paws. Little Squirrel, whatever is wrong? Little Mo asked. Oh, Little Mo, the squirrel cried. I haven't eaten all day. I'm so hungry. Little Mo looked at his mushroom. He looked at a little squirrel. Maybe he could break a piece of them. It would still make a lovely big gift for Mama. And so Little Mo broke some of the stem and gave it to the little squirrel. Thanks, Little Mo. You're so kind, Little Squirrel said as she mushed on the mushroom. Little Mo was nearly home when he heard someone whimpering. Who was that? Little Mouse was lying on his side, curled up by a rock. Little Mouse, what is wrong? Little Mo asked. Oh, Little Mo, the mouse cried. I haven't slept all day. A little weasel stole my pillow and I'm so tired. Little Mo looked at his mushroom. It was nice and soft. It would make a good pillow. He looked at the little mouse. Maybe he could break another piece of the stem. It would still be a lovely gift for Mama. And so Little Mo broke some of the stem and gave it to Little Mouse. Thanks, Little Mo, you're so kind, Little Mouse said as he snuggled for a nap. Little Mo was just inside of the burrow when he saw someone sobbing. Who was that? Little Chipmunk was shivering. Look at his feet, fearfully of the dark clouds. Little Chipmunk, whatever is wrong? Little Mo asked. Oh, Little Mo, the Chipmunk cried. I'm so scared of the winter storm, and I have a long trip home. If only I had an umbrella to protect me. Little Mo looked at his mushrooms. He looked at the Chipmunk. The top of the mushroom would make a perfect umbrella, but if it gave away, he wouldn't have a big gift for Mama anymore. Little Mo didn't know what to do. But just then, icy rain started to fall. Little Chipmunk covered his head with his paws and closed her eyes. Quickly, Little Mo broke off the top of the mushroom and gave it to the little Chipmunk. Thanks, Little Mo, you're so kind, Little Chipmunk said as she took shelter of the mushroom. I think this Little Mo is really kind because he gave out this really great mushroom. Back in the burrow, Little Mo looked sadly at his gift. It wasn't a big gift he'd hoped for. Merry Christmas, Mama, Little Mo said quietly as he handed a present to her. Little Mo, she said as she unwrapped the gift. What a wonderful mushroom. This will make a delicious soup for our Christmas supper. Little Mo snapped. I suppose so, Mama, he said. Whatever is wrong, Little Mo? Mama asked. It used to be a big, beautiful mushroom, Mama. The best one in the forest, Little Mo explained. But I gave it most of it away to friends who needed it. Little Mo, your kindness is the biggest, most perfect Christmas gift I have ever received. Little Mo breathed, and all the lights on the Christmas tree seemed to twinkle more brightly. It was the best Christmas ever. Okay, and this is the end of the story. Wait a minute. So I decided to read some more books to you. Okay, and this is the same series. Little Mole Gives Dance. Are you ready to listen? Okay, I'm going to read you the story. Little Mole Gives Thanks. Little Mole was so excited for his fancy forest feast. He stood under the old oak tree and admired that his big table, he said. The pine cone pie he made with Mama was perfect. The acorn stew was sizzling and the mushroom soup smelled marvelous. Little Mole beamed. On the best seats, he carefully placed special signs for 3 very important guests. They would be arriving soon. Little Lark peeped out from his nest about and watched as Little Mole put the strawberry sauce on the table. "Who is the special seat for, Little Mole?" she asked. "Oh, you'll soon see," said Mole replied. "Some are very important." Little Squirrel sat on a branch nearby and watched a Little Mole scurry the table with a pitcher of a blackberry juice. "Who is the special seat for, Little Mole?" she asked. "Oh, you'll soon see," Little Mole replied. "Someone very important." Little Mouse popped his head out of the hole in the tree trunk and watched a Little Mole set the pumpkin pudding into the center of the table. "Who is the special seat for, Little Mole?" he asked. "Oh, you'll soon see," Little Mole replied. "Someone very important." At last, everything was ready. Little Mole brushed his hair and took off his apron. He was all set to welcome his 3 special guests. They would be so impressed with his fancy forest feast. Little Mole beamed in delight as the first important guest came down to the path. It was Principal Porcupine. But before Little Mole could take her to the special seat, Principal Porcupine shook her head and said, "Oh, Little Mole, I'm so sorry. I have an event at school. I can't come to your fancy forest feast." Little Mole was so disappointed, but he cheered up when he saw the next important guest arriving. This is Principal Porcupine. It was Firefighter Fox. But before Little Mole could take him to the special seat, Firefighter Fox shook his head and said, "Oh, Little Mole, I'm so sorry. I have to clean my fire truck. I can't come to your fancy forest party feast." Little Mole was so disappointed, but he cheered up when he saw the next important guest coming. Okay, and this is the firefighter. It was Mayor Moose. But before Little Mole could take him to the special seat, Mayor Moose shook his head and said, "Oh, Little Mole, I'm so sorry. I need to get to the city council meeting. I can't come to your fancy forest feast." The 3 important guests. Little Mole was so disappointed. He put his head in his paws and wondered what to do. Little Lark, Little Squirrel, and Little Mouse felt so bad for their friend. "Oh, Little Mole," they said as they ran and gave him a hug. "We're sorry your important guests wouldn't come. You worked really hard to prepare your fancy forest feast." Little Mole looked at his 3 good friends, and suddenly he knew what to do. He jumped up, grabbed his chalk, and wrote on the 3 signs, "Reserved for Little Lark, Little Squirrel, Little Mouse," he shouted. "These special seats are for you. Now run and invite all your friends. I want my table to be full." Little Mole beamed at Mama as she looked around the table, all the creatures who had gathered there. These all creatures like rabbits or other things. "Raise your glasses," Little Mole said. "Let's give thanks to our families and our friends because they are the most important." And to friends and family, everyone shared as they drank their blackberry juice. Oh, there are really many friends. It was the fanciest forest feast ever. Wow, they are doing this feast at nighttime too. Okay, and today I read you 2 books, and one book was called Little Mole Gives Dance. Okay, and another book is called Little Mole's Christmas Gift. Okay, and thank you for seeing this video. Bye!